Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we are currently looking to push the Germans. Oh, that was very laggy. Okay. Hearts of Iron can get that way sometimes, but we're definitely looking to push the Germans out of here. Now, I'm not willing to join in on these attacks just yet that the Americans are doing down here, although I am potentially interested. Well, I need to think about this. I was going to say I'm potentially interested in building a supply depot here. I don't think we need it. I think we're okay. What we do need, of course, is our cheesy manpower. There we go. 115,000 from that one. So yeah, it definitely seems to work when you're limiting it to around like 8 to 10 units. Any more than that and it starts to get wonky. Like, wonkier than it already is. Perfect. So we're going to send that manpower down over this way. And of course, we're abandoning this front. We don't care about it anymore. So we want to get pushed down over here. I want to take a look at the air war. Awkward. Well, a lot of that is because of the range of our fighters, right? It's not perfect. It's definitely not ideal. The cipher for the German Empire was just fully decrypted, though. And that is a pretty big deal. Because we get ourselves a very nice 15% breakthrough bonus. The question is, how long will it take for our manpower to come down here? Actually, recruit and deploy. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. So, I mean, our manpower is in the pool right now. It needs to be dispatched. I don't want this attack to be happening currently. No, stop it. Okay. I don't want that. No, stop it. I don't want that attack right now. We have to attack this side if we want to be optimal about this. What is their supplies at? 48, 47, 46, 45, 44? Dropping. Their supply status is dropping fast, which is probably why we're attacking here. Okay, we've not shipped out the majority of those new troops yet. They will go away fairly soon. But we should definitely consider deploying our cipher. And then tossing all of these guys in and supporting them with this attack. Supply status of 43, and we should have troops heading out over here. Well, they can't really get troops over here because they're losing convoys at a prodigious rate over here. Oh, that's a nuke right there. Okay. Exciting. So this attack isn't really going anywhere right now, but we're not necessarily intending for it to. What are we trying to do over here right now? We are attempting to make their supply situation that much worse. Yeah, see, just in that single tick there, or a couple of ticks that we ran there, they lost a bunch of convoys. Somewhere around 12. That's a pretty big deal. That is a pretty big deal. And there goes another 3. So here's my question. How many convoys do they even have? Like, how many are they making? I'm guessing it's this other ship production. So 16 dockyards currently making convoys. If we go into our production and we build ships, building convoys, which should be, I think, at the bottom here. No. Where are our convoys? We should be building some convoys for the record. There we go. So if we toss in 16 shipyards, our major problem here, of course, is steel. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit more steel just to bring that up. And my question is, how quickly is that going? That is 1 convoy every 2 days. Okay. Are they losing more than 1 convoy every 2 days just right here? I feel like they are. Now we're going to back off on this attack. But I wanted to see exactly what we could do there. So their supply status is back up to 48. They must have gotten some convoys through here. I'm going to actually switch this over also to, not convoy escort, convoy raiding. There we go. All 3 of our fleets here are on convoy raiding. Now, they don't have any combat ships here. So that'll be fine. Excellent. Now we're just dug in over on this line. That's fine. And we can see that our manpower is only trickling down right now. And I think that's just because we have a hard time getting the manpower out to this position. It takes a long time, is I think what's happening there. But it should make its way out there eventually. In theory. In theory, it should make its way out there. But that is quite a journey to go from our capital all the way over to here. No doubt about that. We are seeing our manpower drop. It's not as rapid as I expected it to be, though. So that's definitely fascinating. I mean, these over here are pretty much full, right? We know that. But we need to clear up this side. Oh, look at this. The Americans are attacking here. If we were to assist them in this attack instead. No. Okay. Just wanted to check. It's not much of an attack, to be honest. And their supply status is better than I thought. We haven't sunk any convoys over here in a while. Hang on. Are we better off having 1 unit on patrol? That is attempting to spot enemy fleets in its active region, whereas convoy raiding will raid enemy convoys in the selected region. Do those have to be spotted? Is what I'm wondering. If they do, low convoy raiding efficiency. I mean, it's 90%. It's not that inefficient. Although we should probably pull them out of here. There we go. We'll just stick them in Gulf of Guinea, nowhere else for right now. That's now 100% efficient. Perfect. Okay, so these attacks are ongoing over here. I think we can definitely see that the manpower is making its way out here, though. We're down to 51,000, and it's just slowly meandering down this railroad. So that's great. Do we want to move additional divisions over? I don't think it's that helpful, if I'm honest. Supply status of 35% here. What if we were to try an all-out attack here? Yes. Ish. Yes-ish. Their supply status is grim. But so's ours for the moment. I want to check in on our tanks. We probably have a tank deficit at this point. Production. There we go. Actually, no, we don't have a tank deficit. It just takes a long time to get things over here. Fair enough. Fair enough. If we can get this naval base, I mean, if we do that, it's just over here, right? But that also means that we'd be able to supply this region a little bit more efficiently. Now, these guys are currently at 35% supply and suffering fairly constant attacks here. Their organization is currently low. I'm going to try another attack here. I want to keep harrying these guys. For some retreats, ideally, we're going to let our organization come back up in some regard. But I want to keep maintaining these attacks for the moment. Because we can see that their organization is dropping dramatically. In fact, there's some retreats. And that's exactly what I wanted to see in this moment. So we're going to keep up our attack here. Yes, we will eventually lose this attack. Actually, we're going to come back in now that our allies are all in on this. I was going to wait until our attack stopped to allow some of these that had stopped attacking to rebuild their organization, but I don't think that's necessary if our allies are going to attack as well. So I think we can take this position. And that means that we're going to have a much better flanking position out over here for pushing towards Lagos. And that'll be great. We've stopped our attack. Please don't stop the attack. We must continue the attack here. I don't care if we're losing the attack. We can see that they're down to 4 units here. There we go. This is what we wanted. The attack must continue until the ground is taken. Beautiful. So we're heading in. So are their reinforcements. But we're going to continue to push their reinforcements out. Cool. They can't hold this at this point. It's ours. It's only a matter of time. They're continuing to bring in the reinforcements. The question is, how long will it take us to get there? Our organization is coming back up as we travel. And this is great. From here, we're going to be able to choose to attack Lagos or to attack this location. Okay, that's very awkward. We got there and we're immediately pushed out. Okay, we'll push them out. Let's get up there with hopefully some slightly better units, slightly higher organization. Get up here, everybody. Cool. So they're attacking us, and we should be able to hold this. That's fantastic. So, now the question becomes, can we push in here? And the answer to that is, I think yes. I think this front is pretty over for them, in all honesty. I'm going to wait until this attack is over, and these troops are moved up. Now we can see that the American forces are attacking down here. That's fine. We're letting them continue while we reinforce a little bit, and then we'll take over the attack here in a moment. Oh, look at this. We're currently winning this battle. Get in here. If we take Lagos, it's just over. Okay. We're losing that attack for the moment. So let's back off on it and support this attack instead. We're just trying to push them back to Lagos right now, and it looks like we're going to succeed. I think this is over. We have our breakthrough here. That's perfect. Okay, let's continue to attack and continue to assist the attack. There we go. Now we have Lagos under siege. So we're going to move in here, and all of these units will arrive soon. But they're starting to stack wipe here. Get in here. All of you. They have no supplies. It's ours. Beautiful. And just like that, Lagos falls. We're continuing to take out convoys over here. But there we go. These units can now be assigned here. They'll make their way over. That'll take them time. But this front is now over, assuming that the Americans managed to hold here, which is maybe a bit of an assumption, but we'll see. So we sank a lot of their convoys. There's no doubt about that. But we're heading over here. We'll have a much easier time supplying over here as well. So that is absolutely great. I'm not sure why you're not moving. Maybe you will here in a moment, once these guys get moved out. But I definitely want you to start moving like up over here. Come on over. You'll be fine. So as you can see, our manpower is completely gone. That's not shocking. And how many tanks did we expend on that? Actually, we still have 1760 in stock. So that's great. That's absolutely great. Now we can focus on this front. Of course, that means that we no longer care about the air war over sub-Saharan Africa, and we can move these guys over to, like, here. And they can start looking at Upper Nile. I want to get this mountainous region surrounded, ideally. This is going to be a little problematic for us, but we can get started on that anyway. Cool. Okay, Barbara Mackenzie shot down Vodka. Cool. And let's bring you on over as well. Fantastic. So the question now becomes, do we have the strength to push in here? I want to check in on our construction here. We are still working on some land forts over this way. Okay. Well, that's fine for the moment. They'll be finished up reasonably soon-ish. This is... I think our priority should be these Sudan land forts. The Nigeria land fort is actually irrelevant now. We're going to get rid of that. And this Ethiopia land fort, this is in mountains, so I don't really care about that either. These Sudan land forts are absolutely the priority at this moment. Okay, so that looks good. We're waiting for these troops to make their way over. Once they get here, we may try to launch an offensive here. And it would be basically this offensive. The question is, do we think that we can actually push in here? That's definitely a question, and we'll see. We will certainly see on that front. Now, one thing we may want to consider doing at this point is moving our fleets here, instead of being here, to being in the Red Sea. And I would say the Eastern Mediterranean, but there's no way we get through the Suez. So maybe just the Red Sea for now. So we're going to pull out of Gulf of Guinea, and we're going to focus on Red Sea. Now, we may get naval invaded over here. It's a risk. And we'll see. We may actually want to leave one of our fleets over here patrolling. So we would patrol, instead of being over here, we would patrol down here and here, just to make sure that we don't get naval invaded. And then the other two are going to come up here to the Red Sea. Okay. So we see a couple of probing attacks out over here. That's usually a good sign if the AI is doing that. Wow, Barbara Mackenzie shot down Fury as well. Good job, Barbara Mackenzie. She's quite an ace. Cool. So these units will arrive over at the front in the eventual times. We're getting them heading over. And that all seems fine. We've only got the one front now. So we can focus on this one. There's another ace pilot. Cool. Well, Stafford Mackenzie was shot down by Handsome, but that was not Barbara, so we're all good here. Excellent. Oh, Stafford Mackenzie was promoted to an ace pilot and then instantly shot down. I like it. Cool. Okay, so our units are heading over. They'll be arriving here soon-ish. Fantastic. And I don't think we'll have major naval invasion issues over this way. We'll see. But controlling here and controlling here means that the Indian Ocean is fundamentally under our control. Because if we look up over this way, we can see that the North American Association has everything here. So, I mean, yes, they could strike out from these locations, but that's reasonably unlikely, especially if we were to grab these two and add the Arabian Sea in there. Cool. So we'll add in the Arabian, and that means we'll have control of basically the entire Indian and Pacific Ocean by controlling these three locations. Beautiful. We're not trying to contest them in the Atlantic. That's currently a fool's errand. But let's go ahead and launch this attack as soon as we get these guys into position, and we'll see how that ends up playing out. I'm not expecting it to be tremendously great, but we'll see. Any moment now, guys. You can do it. You can get there. Okay. Let's go. Let's see how this goes. Okay, yeah, I'm not super shocked about that. We're just going to keep this on cautiously attack for now. And I just want to try to whittle down some of their supplies. Now, a lot of their supplies are almost certainly coming via this overland route. So, sure, we're taking down 13 convoys in that battle. Wow. And only one convoy in that one. But there's a convoy. 3 convoys. 11 convoys. 3 convoys. 3 convoys. Okay, this seems to be kind of bugged. When there's 2 stacked there, they don't go away when I click OK. But there's 1 convoy here, 5 convoys here. They're losing a lot right now in terms of their convoys. So that's a lot of supplies that are going to the bottom of the sea. And we have 4,000 manpower right now. Something's not right about that. Okay, it's gone. There we go. That's more like it. Fantastic. So we're going to hop into our production tab here, and I want to take a look at how our kangaroos are doing on their production. They're almost at production efficiency cap, and we're producing 2 per day. Beautiful. So that's absolutely great. How are we doing on our constructions over here? Decent progress. That'll be done soon. These attacks are not making progress. I'm not shocked about that necessarily. If we want to do that, we're going to have to do some major focuses, right? So we got pushed back from this location by their previous offensive. The question is, can we get back to Khartoum? That's definitely a good question. I think the answer to that is not immediately. But I want to take a look at how the German Empire is doing in their... Okay, they have no manpower. 383 to 816. That's an extraordinarily wide range. Okay, good to know. Has our cipher on them run out yet? Yes, it has. Let's go ahead and start decrypting them again. Cool. So that'll be fine, but it is about time to put a cut in here, and this feels like a decent stopping point. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to continue raiding their shipping, as well as hopefully pushing up over this direction. We'll see if that ends up happening. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Ken2In. I'm looking at the scroll here instead of my notepad, so I had to wait for a second there. Jensgram, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. One of these days I will have that list memorized, but it is not this day. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.